What's good with it, y'all? It's Coffee on the vid. Back with another NFL update real quick. Got a couple things to touch on, man. And I don't know if y'all have seen the news yet, the major announcement. Well, not really, man. I mean, let's just be honest. Manti Teo announces his retirement from the NFL as he ain't been in the league since 2020. And I'm not saying this to try to diss the man and clown him. You know, he been through a lot and all that, but just to kind of express, as the same way his retirement is almost kind of falling on deaf ears. No one's really paying attention to it, or quite frankly, give a damn. Is that too cold and callous to put it that way? But just as the way it's kind of not news, it just expresses how flucked this guy's career went. What a prospect he was coming out of college, second with the Heisman voting, tearing it up for Notre Dame. And it just was like, this dude could honestly never shake the whole Catfish thing. Like, once that started really making it out public, he went out there, kind of ished the bed in the big game. And, it just followed him around. He could never really shake it. And then a year ago or so, it resurfaced all over again. He kind of had to relive it with the whole Netflix deal and all that. And I don't know, man. I just never quite understood how we didn't put two and two together. But hey, what do I know, man? But as I stated, he had been out of football since 2020. He played 8 seasons. Total stats, 307 total tackles. 22 of them were for a loss. Only 1.5 sacks and 2 INTs in that 8 years in the NFL. Like, the way this guy, would he go 30-something overall in the draft? Like, this dude just was on fire in college. And I don't know, man. I personally think the Catfish is just ruined him. I think it crushed him mentally, and, it is what it is. Who was he drafted by? The Chargers. A lot of cats, I remember, were like, yo, it's going to be like another Junior Seau. No, it was nothing like that, man. And then in 2017, he ended up signing with the Saints. That year, he played all 16 games, only started 10 of them. He was 4th on the team with 62 tackles, 7 of them for a loss. And then in 2018 and 19, he suffered a major setback with an injury. He only played like 8 games total. And then 2020, practice squad with the Bears, where they activated him for 1 playoff game. And, that was it. That was Manti Teo in the NFL. He put this message out. He said, I'm playing in a different game now. I'm trying to empower people, trying to inspire people. That's the game that I'm playing now, and I'm trying to be the best at that. If my life can be that for people, to show people that, hey, it may not be sunshine and roses all the time, but if you just keep your head down and keep working and believing in yourself and putting God first, everything will be all right. And that's what he told TMZ regarding this whole retirement. He's moving on from football. He's out trying to inspire, and it is what it is. I believe I remember hearing he invested his money wisely, though, if I'm not mistaken. Was it a trucking business or something? I can't recall, but, listen, even for guys that don't get catfished and go through this kind of ish, and just continue to play at a high level in the NFL, you can have a career-ending injury. You never know what can happen, and some dudes go broke. We've seen it, Jamarcus Russell, right? I mean, he didn't get an injury. He just the bed over and over, and just, quite frankly, didn't even care. Y'all remember the blank tapes whole thing? But, man, it's just crazy that things went the way they went for Manti Teo. I never would have thunk it. But things just did start to get funny style once that whole ish came out to the league. But, hey, he's trying to inspire people. He managed his money wisely. Good for him. Comment and let me know what you guys think about this. And then we got another update.
Yeah, a lot of money going to some key defensive players. We'll see if Greg Rousseau is the next one. But the last one was Leonard Floyd, the former Rams star pass rusher. 9 sacks last year. Still can really do it. He gets a 1-year deal worth $7 million fully guaranteed, up to $9 million. That is a significant investment for the veteran. And really, based on where we are this time of year, you rarely see veterans sign contracts for that much money. Floyd, really a great example of why it helps veterans to be patient this time of year. It took until after the draft, but his market really developed, and there was a lot of competition. He actually turned down more money elsewhere to sign with the Bills and be paired with his old friend, Von Miller. Meanwhile, Ed Oliver, the former first-round pick, another stud on the defensive front, he also got paid big time, gets a 4-year contract extension worth $68 million. Bills have done a great job in drafting recently. What comes after drafting when you have great players is paying these guys. That is exactly what they did earlier this week.
So you hear that, my Buffalo Bills making some moves defensively. Big pickup there with Leonard, Floyd, linebacker. This guy can ball, man, and we know we lost some linebacker talent, so this is great. And it's interesting to hear he turned down bigger money somewhere else to come play in Buffalo and reunite with Von Miller. So I like that, And then Ed Oliver, thank God, this dude is a beast. I thought he was gone. You guys remember that some time back? He was expressing via social media he was pissed. He wanted out of Buffalo. I believe I forget what exactly he was trying to do, but it didn't look like it was going to happen, but it did. So Buffalo Bills making some major moves. Same thing, like, remember with Poyer. We thought he was gone, but that just goes to show you these dudes love what's going on in Buffalo, this team, the camaraderie, the family. These guys are all on the same page, and they're trying to push to get that ring. So some good news there for Bills Mafia, man. So jump in the comments, sub up, stay tuned for more content. Always want to hear from the people. If you're new, that's what it's all about over here. Daily videos, music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.